Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm Jennifer Belanger, Community Sales Manager for Laban Homes. Today I'm here with Colin Smith with DLC Regional Mortgage. And what we're going to talk about is actually what a deal looks like when it goes between the two of us. In the last 5 years, we've actually done quite a few deals together. And we're going to see what that process looks like from the time that we sign the contract to the time it's actually approved. All right, so I'll start.
Okay.
So basically, when we get to the point where we have a house that's actually chosen, we know what we want, everything is figured out, the first step at Laban is to actually write the contract. To write the contract actually secures the house in place and ensures that we have locked it up for you. Now, we do that pending financing. We do a condition date of 7 days. And at that point, we also take a small deposit, which becomes part of the down payment. Now, Colin, there is something called a completion mortgage that we do.
That's right.
Can you explain what a completion mortgage is?
Completion mortgage is the easiest, cleanest way to get a mortgage for, building a house. How it works is you put a small down payment on, as you said, with your deposit on the offer.
Yeah.
The home builder starts building the house. When it's complete, then the bank releases the rest of the funds and your house is done. You've got a house. That's how a completion mortgage, simply put, kind of works.
Perfect. So to give an example of that, a house under $350,000 would put $5,000 down, and that would go towards the down payment at the end of the build with Colin. So the next step is we actually take it to Laban and have it accepted. Once the contract is accepted, it gets sent off to your mortgage broker or bank, which today will be Colin, because we're going to talk through a deal with him. So Colin, once it goes to you, what does that look like?
It's really fast. If we've got 1 week to kind of get going, I can't stress enough that we need to kind of, both the client and myself need to be on the same page with regards to getting documents in, because we're sending them to lenders and the lenders are busy as it is. They've got to review all the documents, confirm your job letter, your pay stubs, that type of thing. And so if we've only got a week to do it, we've got to get that stuff rolling pretty quick, and just to give our lender enough time to sign off on it so that we can kind of give that approval letter to Laban.
So how long does that look like typically?
A week is fine. A week is fine. It's a quick kind of financing date, but definitely easily doable. What I like to do with my clients, and as you know, is just kind of hopefully pre-meet them as they're kind of talking to you and getting their colors picked out and whatnot. That way I can kind of assess their situation. I can see what kind of documents that they need, because a self-employed person is different than a contract teacher, for example. They'll require different documents to send to the lender. So if I can meet with them up front, or if they want to meet with their own bank or whatever up front, then you can get a list of documents together so that when that offer is accepted, we can send the whole package off to the lender and they've got everything. The worst thing that I see is that documents trickle in and the clock is ticking, and then we waste a week, we need an extension, or someone else comes in and buys that house or something like that. So getting organized up front alleviates 90% of the problems.
Well, and basically the one thing that I think clients sometimes miss is when we write the contract and do pending financing, if something doesn't happen, then the contract is just void.
That's right.
So, but in between, that actually locks the house in and ensures that they have the house for that period.
That's right. Yeah, writing the contract, you've got that week. No one can come in and buy it out from under you.
Yeah.
But if we kind of squander that week away, then anything can happen. That house is kind of fair game.
So the key to it is being organized.
I wholeheartedly believe that. Like a 1 week possession date, or pardon me, financing date, is easily attainable, but only if you're really organized. So.
Yeah. So I think one key piece that I really want to let everyone know is both Colin and I work a lot with first-time homeowners. So if this sounds a little bit scary or confusing, both of us are able to take you and help walk you through these steps in a very organized way that I think is a lot less scary than people think.
I think so. I think it's a big purchase price. Like it's not like your $20,000 car loan. Like we're talking about a lot of money. There's a lot of kind of moving parts to it at times. It's the first time you've been through it likely, so there's a lot of questions. No dumb questions, but probably a lot of questions. And so I think we've done a good job of kind of coaching people through that process, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you look at the links below, you'll actually see a bunch of videos that we have done. Check them out, and hopefully we have answered some of your questions. But definitely I want to encourage each of you to come and make an appointment with me and Colin and to see what this looks like for your life. Everyone has a different experience and some different pieces that fall into that puzzle, but we can definitely help to walk you through it in a very unintimidating way. So thank you for tuning in. Click on the links below to go check out Colin and me, and thanks for tuning in. See you next time.